just set some audio.
Not be moving.
Okay. So, hello Maeya TV. My name is Emilio. I'll be your host today. And today I have the Broadway International Film Festival director with us, Emilio Vega. How are you?
Good, and yourself? It's raining, it's good.
Yeah, it's good, traffic, to get here, but we're glad you're with us today. And I wanted to talk to you about some of your projects that you have coming up. But specifically, I do want to get into where you're from.
I'm from the most beautiful country in the world, which is my Mexico lindo y querido. I was born in Mexico, in Jalisco, in a small town called Ciudad Guzman, Jalisco. And then they moved me at a very small age to Guadalajara, and that will start my whole journey.
Wow, yeah. What a beautiful country, I might have to agree on that one.
It is, como México no hay dos.
Yeah. So I did want to ask how that affected your influence in the arts and why you wanted to get involved in like festival coordination.
Actually, I always say art, it doesn't matter because art have their own language, their own culture, their own everything. But to me, promote my country with the art that I know is an honor and it's a pleasure because Mexico is well known for that. We produce a lot of artists in different ways, musicians, filmmakers, writers. In the town that I was born, there was a very famous guy, Juan Rulfo. He is one of the best heroes that we have in the literature. And follow those steps is to me an honor in the humble way.
I did want to ask you if there were any influence you had, or maybe films or people you looked up to, maybe as well as him, to do something in the film industry yourself.
No, not. My dad is a doctor. Have nothing to do with film, and maybe in the medicine there is an art as well. But no, in my family I don't have that root. My dad is a doctor, and I come from that area. But when I come to LA at a very young age, I believe I was 17, and. I should say that my both mom and dad, they are from LA. I was the only one who was born in Mexico. And I started working in television, and I saw the need for having some platform to promote our filmmakers. The film industry is very influential in any culture. And there are many communities that are underrepresented in that industry. Been working in television, I used to work for, I started with the English language channel. Then they moved me to Channel 22, which is Spanish television, and I keep going on Hispanic television, and I saw the importance of having a platform, one to promote my culture, but another one to promote independent filmmakers, regardless where they come from.
That does give me a segue into asking you about the Broadway International Film Festival. So how did that idea come about, and what made you want to start it? Like, what year did you start doing this?
That idea was a friend of mine, and I should mention something. I got a master's degree from Harvard University, and a friend of mine who was a city council in Los Angeles, John Perry, when I finished my master's degree in Harvard, she said, we need to do something. It was back in those days when we are, I don't know how should I say it, when we start kind of know that there was a reception coming to to the world, but they start in the United States. And John Perry, who was the city council, invited me to the meeting, and she said, we need to do something to the business in Los Angeles. Do not move out of LA. And I said, John, my career wasn't in business, and I only know how to do film. And she said, let's do a film festival. And that's what the start point for the Broadway International Film Festival. She gave me a homework. She said, for the next meeting, I want you to bring something. And I went back home and I wrote a proposal for the film festival. We started thinking of open those historical theater in Broadway in downtown LA. We have the most biggest collection of theater, historical theater in Broadway in downtown LA. Sometimes we don't know, sometimes we don't want to know, sometimes we're not interested on it. We have 10 historical theater and 7 blocks. Having $1 million theater in the corner of 3rd and Broadway, and the opposite way, south and 9th and Broadway, we have Orpheum Theater. That collection is one of the biggest collection of historical theater in the world. And I start know that part, and I get, as much as I know, as much as I interested in the having the Broadway Film Festival, and that's how we start. It was a long answer, I'm sorry.
No, it's we were here to talk about it. I did want to know why you decided to make it so international, because you said you're from Mexico, but you like have been in other places, studied in other places. So what made you want to reach out to like that many countries and get that many people together versus maybe like Latinos or just a certain group?
Actually, what happened is I didn't mean it to do that huge. I decided to have an international film festival and make an international because beside the goal that my friend John Perry asked me to do so, I have my own idea and my own proposal of having the name of my country in the world, which it is, but I want to do my part, having my country name placed in the world with an international film festival. And it come itself. I just opened the entrance and a platform that is called Film Freeway. That platform is a worldwide. Every filmmakers in the world can see Film Freeway. And by surprise, I started getting film first from Europe, before than Latin America, and it went to Asia, and it went to Middle East. I got film from Russia, from Australia, which is really far away from here, but I didn't mean it. I just opened the platform and it happened.
So along with that, so you're getting all these film submissions from other countries, other continents. Where do you find the perfect location to have this festival?
The first 7 consecutive years, we use those theater in Broadway because that's what's part of the goal of the mission, to open those theater that they were closed by those days. We use $1 Million Theater, LA Theater. If you happen to pass by, I will say you need to see this theater inside. It's beautiful, it's nice. I haven't seen such, maybe in Paris and somewhere in there. They are beautiful. And the goal was open those theater, and we use those theater, $1 Million Theater, Los Angeles Theater, State Theater, Palace, that this was open with Charlie Chaplin in 1911. And then we go on, the list goes on, there are 10 theaters, and we use Orpheum Theater, which is open now. And then the business we're coming back to Broadway, as all of us know, and it's get a little more crowded.
Mm-hmm.
The parking spaces are so difficult, and that's why we moved. We have used one theater by Universal Studios. We did twice in Hollywood. We used the Southern USC theater. They have a few theaters in the university, but we use one of them. And yeah, that's how we doing. We use different places for the film.
Mm. I do want to talk to you about the timing of it because a lot of film festivals are a one-day event, but yours is not, right?
Our festival is 3 days, sometimes
Yeah.
4.
Yeah, it's amazing.
But beside those 4 days, we had, since the pandemic came to us, we have a, how do you call, virtual festival.
Mm-hmm.
We have in-person version of the festival, but we have another side virtual. And that way people from China, from Australia, and from other parts of the world, they are allowed to see the film,
Mhm.
their own film.
Mhm.
And yeah, we use sometimes 3 days, sometimes 4.
Mhm. That's amazing. So, what can someone expect for your film? Say it's their first time going to this Broadway International Film Festival. What can someone expect to go when, say, they're going the first day?
The first day we have the red carpet, which is very nice. Everyone like pictures and we have the red carpet. We have a cocktail. We have the opening ceremony, and then the first day is most like meeting people from the industry and from different parts of the world. And getting connection with people. Last year we have Miss Colleen Bell, who is the California Film Commissioner.
Mm-hmm.
They, I think if you search the California Film Commission, and I will say everyone should know what they do because they help economical, they help the filmmakers, they help institutions, they are in charge of any collaboration that the state of California do with some other part of the world. If the studios in Los Angeles or in California, they need money, the state of California have a budget to support them. How much, I don't know. But each one who is in the industry should know that there is an option for them. And we have Miss Colleen Bell, which it was very nice and gracious in herself to support our film festival. And this year the commission is sponsor, one of the sponsors for the film festival. Why I mention this is because that's one of the expectations that many filmmakers have meeting this type of people. And some other people that they might invest in their film, they might get a distribution. That's the goal of most of the film festival, regardless where they are.
Mm-hmm. I did want to ask you, for you, what does a successful film festival entail? Like, what do you want people to walk away with this festival? Do you want them to meet new people? Do you want them, maybe to find a new favorite film? What is your goal as the creator of this at the end of the day?
The goal, as I mentioned, for most of the film festival is get the people to know the filmmakers. Many independent filmmakers, mostly, they make a film and nobody know that they have done a film. That is not good for them, it's not good for the investor, and it's not good for the industry. Because people have to know that there is a film, there is a message that they can see from that film, they can have. But for them to get a distribution, to get someone who distribute that film, that's another goal. Because the goal of any film festival is part of the goal of the filmmaker. If you, it's like, for instance, if someone cook tamales,
Mm-hmm.
and nobody eat tamales, and
Mm-hmm.
nobody buy it. Why they should do that for?
Yeah.
There is no reason.
Yeah.
The reason of doing a film
Mm-hmm.
is because the filmmaker or the writer wanna send a message. If nobody see that message,
Mm-hmm.
there is no reason to be,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why the festival make that possible
Mm-hmm.
to have the people to see those films.
That's amazing. So we're looking forward to your upcoming one. Before I ask you when the next one is, I want to ask you if you've ever had like a special story, met someone really cool at this festival, any like thing you want to share from maybe a specific festival in the recent years?
Actually, for me, to meet Miss Colleen Bell, that the one,
Yeah.
the film commissioner, it was very nice because she is not. She's a celebrity, but she's
Mhm.
not a celebrity in the way of because she go to every red carpet. She's very high educated. She's very nice human being,
Mm-hmm.
and I believe for us, for me as a director of the film festival, it was good. But there is another person that I should mention, which is Angelica Aragon from Mexico. She is very high educated. She's a very good actress,
Mm-hmm.
and she's a very good human being.
Mm-hmm.
And for me to meet those people is like it's an honor.
Yeah. I think that's part of why you do it, right? To network people and meet new people to work with in the future.
Yeah.
So when is your next festival and where can we find the information for it?
The next film festival is last week of August. We have a website which is www.bifla, B as in boy, I as in Indian, F as in Frank, -la.com. And that is mean Broadway International Film Festival in Los Angeles. In the social media, you can find us Bifla Oficial, Bifla Official, and any question that you might have, we might more than happy to answer if we can. If we cannot, we find a solution somewhere.
Okay, great. And it's been going on for 17 years now, you said, right?
It's a 17 years, yes. 17. We have 17 years in the industry with that, but we have done it in different country. But we've never moved the version in Los Angeles. We have done one time in Peru, in a city it's called Mancora. Is in the border with Ecuador. We have done in Ensenada, Mexico, 4 years. This year we have one version in Indianapolis, Indiana, and but we never move the version in Los Angeles. It's like a stable.
Oh. Before our time ends with you here, I did want to ask you about your nonprofit, right?
We have a non-profit organization, yes.
Yeah. Can you tell me how this started and where we can, find more information?
Yeah, the non-profit organization is called Pico Union Hope. It started a while ago, but formally we got the 501c3 from the federal government in 2017, and we extended a lot during COVID. We create 2 food bank, and we do different issues that we are doing a program like a mental health prevention, which is really recurrent problem today. And that's what we do. We have a website that is www.picounionhope.com. You can see there what we do, and yeah, we have more service, and we're more than happy to help communities, because the festival, after all, I use it as a platform to help people, and I believe that's one of my passions. So, and I really thank God for letting me do it. So.
It was so lovely to have you and having a fellow Jalisciense, bringing
yes.
people together and, putting film and art and, humanity all together in one project. Well, 2 with your nonprofit. So anything else you want to add? Like any advice for someone that wants to maybe follow your footsteps?
I would always say that it's very hard to give advice, because after all, what I can say is don't be afraid of do what you want. Don't be afraid to to have a project. The worst thing that you have is be afraid of something. You have to really let it go. I always say, everyone have a film in their soul, but the only thing that stop all of us is being afraid of not saying what you want to say. Do what you believe that is good for you. Do what you believe that is good for the humanity, and the universe will respond. That will be my best advice.
That's really good advice. Emilio, it was so nice to have you. A pleasure.
It's my pleasure to be with you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Lynn, and thank you all your crew here. They are very nice, and so that's all I can say. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. So this is a little segment we've been doing. So if you want to see more artists, this will be posted on our YouTube channel or Instagram, and some of his links will be down below. Okay. Thank you.